Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm so sorry that I have been absent for a few weeks. My life has been a little crazy with work and planning my wedding. Also, forgive me as this video does not have the greatest lighting. I'm thinking about ordering some studio lights. But today I'm back with a quick tip video on creating quick cards using supplies you probably already have in your craft room. If you're like me, you've got a bunch of these backgrounds laying around in your craft room. Once I get on a roll with watercolors or Distress Arc-Sides, it's hard for me to stop. And so I end up with all of these extra backgrounds. So I wanted to show you how to turn these into quick cards using background stamps and cover plate dies. So for these cards, I'm using two cover plate dies, the Altenew Cube Cover die, why is that so hard to say? And the Neat and Tangled Polygon Cover Plate die. The background stamp I'm using is the Simon Says Stamp Center Cut Kaleidoscope stamp. For this card, I'm taking a blue watercolor panel that has some shimmer to it and adding more shine with some embossing powder and the Simon Says Stamp background stamp. I'm taking my anti-static powder tool and then stamping with Versamark ink. I use a silver embossing powder to add some subtle stamping to this panel. Once this is all heat set, this card's basically complete. Like I said, quick and easy. For all three cards, the sentiments that I use are from the Mama Elephant Occasional Labels stamp set. I just picked out three that I really liked. And just for reference, all the supplies are linked below. For these two cover plate dies, I just die cut using white both plates. And then for this second card, I am taking this purple ombre watercolor panel and using the Neat and Tangled Polygon cover plate die. I cut out a panel from white and then use the die cut to cut the background as well. And then this is a sheet of score tape. It's just like the thin tape, but it comes in these great 6x6 sheets. So I just cut it down to size. And so I'm going to take all of the little purple pieces and inlay them onto the card, and they all just kind of fit like a puzzle. So this only takes a minute or two, but it really makes your card look intricate and special, and it makes it look like you spent a lot of time on it, even though you really didn't. You can also just take this panel and lay it over the top and press them down. When I did cut this, I did use my metal shim for my die cut machine. So once I have placed the sentiment on the card, this one is complete as well. To put the sentiment strips on, I am using Darice foam strips. They're great because they're really small and just gives you a little bit of dimension. They're not too thick. So like I said, that card is now complete. So the last card makes the cover plate die technique even easier. I simply adhered the oxide panel straight to my card base and then added the Altenew Cube Cover die over the panel using those same foam adhesive strips. I've said this a lot before. I am not shy with things like foam adhesive. I know some people will put like 1 or 2 foam squares on something and call it a day. I'm pretty liberal with this because most of my cards I mail, and I don't really trust the postal service to handle these nicely. They go through machines, and I don't want it to get to somebody and be all flat and crumply and kind of be sunk in where there isn't foam tape supporting it. So I put one of these strips in between every single layer and then on the bottom and on the top. So again, these foam strips are from Darice. The size makes them totally ideal for lots of projects. They're often sold out places, but as of this video, they are still in stock at Simon Says Stamp, and so that's what I have linked below. I've also found them at Pretty Pink Posh. That's where I bought mine, so they have them in stock sometimes as well. So just peeling off all of those backings, sticking it onto my card, and then the only thing I have left to do is to stick the sentiment on using the same foam strip. So that pretty much completes the cards for today. Like I said, quick and easy. I tend to have a ton of these backgrounds laying around and I never know what to do with them. So here's just 3 quick and easy ways to make cards out of them. Just some clean and simple cards. Nothing too fancy, but I think as we all know, a homemade card on any level really impresses our family and friends. So you really don't have to send them something too fancy for them to be impressed. Those are the cards for today. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I hope that you all had a wonderful day.